This is a true story.
Last time, we were surprised that the Valkyria called your name, Captain. We wanted to know what in the world was going on, but we did our best to resolve it internally. In other words, we decided not to ask. We're here to take down the Valkyria. We don't need further information.
Uh-huh.
But right after we decided that, this happens. We're having a hard time turning a blind eye to what happened today. Who is this Maria? You knew who you were talking to, didn't you? You knew. And that's why you pleaded with it and said other things that made no sense.
This is utterly untenable. We let the Valkyria vamoose, Hans has gone to meet his maker, and our captain is catatonic. Answer us, Hamlet. Who is Maria?
What does it matter?
We are asking the questions here. Tell us, what is that Valkyria to you? And don't think you can play the ignorant fool after everything that's happened.
We're just confused, Captain. Sometimes we don't know what you're thinking. But we're soldiers, so we put aside our doubts and concerns. Did our jobs. Still, we need to know why. Why'd you let the Valkyria go? You had it. Please tell us there's a good reason.
I hate to say it, but that wasn't like you, Captain. Had you handled things differently, maybe the main force, Hans...
Hamlet may as well have murdered them himself.
You should not say such...
I can't keep serving this bastard's every bloodthirsty whim.
Isaac! I, for one, will continue to fight under Hamlet's command.
Doesn't all this secret-keeping and strange behavior bother you a little, Princess?
What matters is that we defeat the Valkyria.
That's not what I asked.
For our fallen soldiers, for Godot, I will not hesitate to secure Jutland's future. That is my mission, and I cannot abandon it now. The war for liberation rages on. Velgiev was a step forward, yet we were unable to break through. All we can do now is formulate a new strategy and try again.
Aren't you just putting the problem off to the side?
I wish only to focus on the most pressing issue at present, Jorder.
Why didn't you tell them about Maria?
Because I made a promise.
Even if keeping it causes the squad to fall apart?
I've kept my word thus far. Hamlet must choose to tell the truth for himself. We cannot escape this war. We can only win it and move on. The anti-Valkyria squad is nothing without its captain. Jutland is likewise hopeless without Vannergand. If vengeance drives him to fight, then only revenge can save our kingdom. That is what I believe in my heart of hearts. However, it is also why supporting Hamlet is my only choice.
Good. You have returned safely. This pleases us.
I was but one step away from destroying them. I regret being unable to dispose of them properly.
No matter. They doubtless shall appear again.
Yes, sire. When that time comes, I will use myself as bait to draw them out and eliminate them without fail. Understand, Maxime? I will manage them.
As you please.
And why, pray tell, did you not eliminate them?
Because I do not have the right to do so.
The right?
Yes, sire. I will take my leave now. Your Majesty.
Vexed again, it seems. Victor has already given word of the man who seeks revenge. Amlet Gronkair. No? We hear he bears a grudge against us and the Grand Generals for our past actions. It appears he even started this war to fulfill his vendetta. But so long as he is powerless to act before the Valkyria, he stands no chance of taking our life. After all this time, uncertainty became his true opponent.
I sensed the same in the previous battles. I could not see any determination in him. His swordsmanship was from a man filled with unease and uncertainty.
Oh, so that is the reason you could not kill him. Have you the will to do unto others before they do unto you, right or wrong? Good or evil? Such heavy thoughts caused you to hesitate, no? Your silence makes for eloquent proof. Whatever your misgivings, they matter not to us. We have said this before. You were chosen. You are the one. Follow our lead. Obey our command. Our destiny demands that we use your sword to its fullest, for together we shall conquer all Europa, nay, the world.
I am not worthy of such words.
Such a pity. Not even our words can reach you now. So be it. Stand by for now. Make no move until your doubts are cleared.
This is a true story.
I didn't get Victor. After hearing Miss Maria, I locked up.
What did the Valkyria... What did Miss Maria say?
She told me not to falter.
Don't falter.
Was it truly Miss Maria, though? Are you sure the Valkyria didn't say that to deceive you?
I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, I just couldn't do it.
And as I said before, we have a responsibility as the ones who started this war.
Yeah.
Don't falter. I quite agree. We don't have the luxury to second-guess ourselves.
I'm with Saul on this one, Am. We gotta go all in here. So looking at Velgiev from this route...
I think we should wait.
Huh? Care to elaborate?
I met with Hans's family earlier.
Who?
Vannergen's runner. He was... an exceptional Lindworm rider.
You said you met his family. Did he...
He died. At Velgiev.
Why was it necessary for you to meet them? I mean, you personally.
I felt obligated.
Whoa, hey, that's one hell of a grand gesture.
He died because I asked too much of him. He's dead because of me.
After all this time, you're having doubts now? You've seen similar things many times. We're in the middle of a war.
Yes. I've seen too much life thrown away for this war.
What are you getting at?
Can you say the same? The only people we're after are the Grand Generals and the Emperor himself. The ones responsible for the orphanage. And yet, to accomplish that, I've had to watch countless innocent people, on both sides of the war, die. Hans, and so many others like him. What did they die for?
So you want to find meaning in their deaths? What good will come of pondering that? You're not part of that runner's family. No one lives forever.
So you're saying there's no meaning behind Miss Maria's death? Or the other orphans?
That's...
Stop it.
This is important, Vi. We have a responsibility to the lives lost to this war.
What do you propose we do then?
Hans made me realize the cost of our revenge. This war. Whenever Hans reported the casualties, it always... I tried to put it out of my mind, thinking I was weak. I'd remind myself that this is for revenge. Force myself to remember Miss Maria's senseless death.
Damn straight it's for revenge. And don't you forget it.
Since when have you started thinking this way?
For a while now. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone. I was ashamed.
Amlet, this degree of compassion is unacceptable.
Am has always been this way.
Violet.
If one friend got into an accident in the mountains and another at the river, Am would try to save both. The fact is, he's a kind person. To spare us, he took on the most difficult role in our vendetta. Saul, Baz, why don't you understand that?
You've been acting weird lately.
It's Miss Maria, after all. I can't tell you how much love and affection we received from her. She was like a sister, a mother. To all of us that were abandoned, she taught us, gave us the strength to live on. If it were me, I wouldn't be able to kill her. I understand what Am's going through.
Amlet, we started this war. We must settle it. We'll continue the war. Listen, you must defeat the Valkyria at any cost. We can't afford to wait. We have to settle this before winter comes.
And then what?
How do you mean?
After we have our revenge, what's left for us?
What's left for us doesn't matter. Amlet, don't falter. The next time you meet Victor, take revenge no matter what.
Yo, Freet.
Hmm?
You've been pretty quiet.
Just thinking how Jutland will change after the war.
Got an answer then?
I don't know. The people provide a convenient excuse for our goals. How they'll feel after the war ends, well, I'm a little concerned.
How optimistic.
What?
to rile morale within Jutland, which was teetering between liberation and invasion, Solomon made use of Hans's death. He focused on the Empire's heartlessness to shoot a boy who was a messenger, and they were to be reviled. However,
who could read this with pride? What happened to this boy is but one tragedy in a list of losses too numerous to count. Each and every soldier's death leaves heartache in its wake. The mother's pain in this article is one account of so many. I dare say Jutland brought these misfortunes upon itself the day it went to war. Thus, I once more call for a ceasefire.
Like you guessed, someone with a lot of reach wrote the article.
I knew it.
It reads like something meant to upset the public. Praises a mother who lost her son but still wants the war to go on. Goes on to say that a ceasefire is not an option, and that her son's death demands victory over Ruse.
Hopefully no one's buying into this.
Opinions pretty split. Some still think the war is good for Jutland, while others think there's no justifiable reason for more war. But no matter how much positive spin we sling for the military, word always gets out that we've lost.
Ruse's agents have been hard at work.
That's why everyone's skeptical about everything they read now. Suffice to say, things aren't going so well.
Back to the matter at hand. You said the article came from someone with a lot of influence. Do you know who exactly?
Why do you ask?
Just curious. I want to know why this particular boy became the focus of the article. Isn't this going too far?
I will make use of anything that helps us achieve our goal. That is all.
And what exactly does this accomplish?
Bolster the perspective that Ruse is evil. It's indispensable for continuing this war.
This isn't what Hans would want.
It doesn't matter what this boy would want. He's already dead. And I'm having him be of use to his country even after that fact. The same for his mother.
You can't be serious.
This is all for this country's victory and the completion of our revenge.
Parents who lost children, wives who lost husbands, all keep coming to the newspaper, all trying to believe there's honor in death, when in truth, they probably want to kick and scream and cry and curse what it cost them. They just put on a brave face. Don't excuse it away with words like war or revenge. We're murderers.
It's fine then, if you're aware of it. That is responsibility.
It just sounds like another excuse.
You're saying that I've been making excuses? Freet, we can't just stop here. You know that.
Oh, Fifi.
Good day, Sarah. Is something the matter?
Well...
Princess.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Highness.
It's Hans's mommy and Gran-Gran.
The Nielsen's? Both of you, please. Raise your faces.
They came to see the captain.
Amlet?
We have something for the captain.
Where is he, anyway?
I haven't seen him.
Let's come back another day. Don't want to get in the way of these brave soldiers.
Yes, of course.
Excuse me, Mrs. Nielsen. May I be entrusted with it?
We couldn't possibly ask that of you, Your Highness.
Only if you would allow it.
Oh, well, I suppose it would hardly be fitting to refuse the princess.
Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you so much.
Why did you decide to hold on to it? After seeing those two, I felt compelled to try and help. I had to do something for them. Anything. Princess. Let us go. You'll accompany me, won't you?
Huh? Aren't we going to wait for the captain?
I cannot merely sit around and wait. I will seek him out and hand this over at once.
The captain's right over there, milady.
Oh. Wait a moment. That gravestone is...
Hans Nielsen's.
Oh. Let us return, Miranda.
Aren't you going to hand that over?
Right now, I believe Anlet needs some time.